Welcome to Cinematics, finding what movie is your movie this weekend. I'm Fields Cage.
I'm Sean O'Hara.
And we have special guest, Alyssa Bailey, who is an IMDb brain with us, pretty much. So, we're going to be reviewing 3 movies this weekend. Cowboys and Aliens, Crazy Stupid Love, and The Smurfs. So, let's go ahead and dive into Cowboys and Aliens.
I woke up in the desert like I've been dropped out of the sky.
Where'd you get your bracelet?
I don't know. What the?
He knows where they are. You just have to remember.
You ready to get your people back?
Come on! We have one advantage. They underestimate you.
So, Cowboys and Aliens, kind of a different concept here, where we have something as the past of cowboys and something as kind of like futuristic like aliens coming together into the same world. So we have the random cowboy, Daniel Craig, wake up in the middle of nowhere with the sweetest metal bracelet on his hand, and we have to figure out where he came from, what was going on, and everything of that sort. So he kind of just seems like trouble follows him wherever he goes. But in the end, they figure out that these aliens are here, and his bracelet thing is the only power that they really have against them. People get abducted, they go after the people, aliens want to take over the world. So, storyline in general, a lot of times stories go out and have a few different plot lines, and they all kind of filter in together. This was a little bit opposite. It seemed like from point A to point B to point C, pretty straightforward through the movie, and then at the end it kind of split and then came back together. So I think in story, it didn't really hold me too well, just because I was just following along with it. It wasn't any twists or turns. It was just basically laying itself out and seeing what happened next. As far as acting goes, I think they did great. Harrison Ford was a little different this time. I haven't really seen him come out in this kind of grumpy character before, but in the end he kind of came around to his original self, and I think it was great, except a lot of times in the acting they really tried to pause to try to get that emotional attachment in there, and it didn't quite work. You know, like in Pirates of the Caribbean, a lot of things were fast, and here it was just like there was a pause, there was action, and there was a pause. So action, which of course is an action movie, yes, but I think the main thing was the CG of the aliens, which they did a pretty good job on. I was glad to see a lot of aliens, where a lot of times we only have just like a short snippet or whatever. Mm-hmm. So the aliens, I think the faces were a little bit interesting, but they kind of showed the aliens' point of view, which was kind of an experimental kind of style that I haven't seen before. Originality. Y'all might have to help me on this, but I don't think it was quite original, just because it's cowboys and it's
original in the fact that it's an alien invasion in the cowboys' time, but it's not original in the fact that it's aliens attacking the world.
Yeah.
So it's nice that it's finally an alien movie where it's a little different than post-apocalyptic modern day Earth.
Yeah.
So.
I guess originality kind of in the middle there. Kind of a pull between both sides. But overall, I would give it a 3.5, just because it was... I think the biggest thing was the plot line was so straightforward, and it didn't really capture me as much as I would like it to. But overall, it was a wild movie, crazy aliens and people getting kind of blown up, killed here and there. So, but 3.5 overall, it's a decent movie. So let's go ahead and dive into Crazy Stupid Love.
You're getting a divorce?
Yeah.
Amy heard you crying in the bathroom. We all thought it was cancer.
Oh.
Thank God, man.
Yeah, just my relationship.
Hi, can I buy you a drink? Let's get out of here.
Hey, ladies man guy. Any tips of the trade?
Your wife cheated on you because you lost sight of who you are as a man. I met a girl, and she is a game changer.
She's your soulmate, right? Go get her back.
Wow, how old are you?
I should have fought for you.
Crazy Stupid Love, great rom-com, had a lot of fun with it. Wasn't anything that we haven't seen before, but there are a few twists and turns that I didn't see coming. We've got a really eclectic cast: Steve Carell, Julianne Moore, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone. So for you ladies, there are a lot of shirtless Ryan Gosling shots. And for you gentlemen who have a crush on the brainy Emma Stone, there is a lot of banter as well for you guys in there. Story starts, Steve Carell's character has been married for 25 years. His wife says, hey, I want a divorce, and that kind of gets the ball rolling into all these other characters. He doesn't know how to be single again, you know. What do I do in the single world? I don't know how to survive. So Ryan Gosling's character is kind of like, you know, a hitch, a womanizer, and he's like, this is how you survive in the single world. And then he meets this girl. Yeah, he meets this girl, Emma Stone, and she's finally the one, like the one who breaks all his womanizing ways. And there's a couple other subplots. It's kind of a mashup of Love Actually and Hitch and, you know, Steve Carell and Dan in real life, that kind of look. So as far as acting, obviously a lot of these actors are Oscar winners. They keep you in there even when the story kind of lags and you're like, all right, where's the next story? The actors pull you in and keep you in that place and keep you in the story. Action, this isn't really the movie for action CGI. If there was any, it was so good that I didn't notice. But not an action CG abs. I think they were real. They were real. They were washboard. So like I said, it's a rom-com. It's nothing new, but at the same time, it's got a few surprises, like a few things I hadn't anticipated. I'd definitely say go see it in a theater.
Would you say it was pretty funny?
I'd say there was some really good banter. And I mean, part of that's attributed to the actors as well. I mean, great writing, good quips, but then the actors delivering them did a good job as well.
So what do you think overall you would give this movie?
I'm gonna go with a 3. I mean, I was leaning towards a 4. It's not a masterpiece though. It's something, you know, I would enjoy watching. You know, that'll be my comfort food now that I've seen it. But for anyone,
a good movie just to go watch and enjoy.
Yeah, go see it, ladies. Let the guys go see Cowboys and Aliens. You go see Crazy Stupid Love. Get you some abs.
Let me get this straight. You guys come from a magic forest. You're being chased by an evil wizard.
Hello, Smurfs.
Gargamel! You escaped through some kind of portal, and now you're trapped in New York City.
Smurf Zuckley.
Now,
where's Papa?
Gargamel took him!
No Smurf left behind. The chase is on. In the first True Blue 3D adventure of the year.
You smurfed with the wrong girl.
Come back here with my Smurf! The Smurfs.
The Smurfs, starring Neil Patrick Harris. It's kind of like the Smurfs go from their peaceful, quiet village, kind of like the village that it was like in The Hobbit, and then they go into the real world, and they're trying to figure out what everything is. They get into with Neil Patrick Harris, and like he's trying to be a professional, trying to get like his all life straightened out because he's young, and they come and just kind of mess with everything. Kind of looks like they're going to screw up his life. And then towards the end, you know, he's starting to kind of love on him. The Smurfs actually end up helping him out in a way. And so everything kind of comes together. And the story, it's just really about the wizard Gargamel trying to hunt them down. And that's how they end up getting into the real world, is because they're trying to run away. And then they run into this whole portal thing. And so it's really just about them running away from Gargamel, because Gargamel's trying to be like all powerful and stuff. And he's really just a schmuck in a way.
Pretty stupid in the
He's a pretty schmuck. As far as like acting goes, you know, it's mostly voice acting, other than really Neil Patrick Harris. You know, it was good, but what I found out was that it was really funny. I was going in there thinking that this was going to be kind of dumb. It kind of had
that movie.
Yeah, like a really kiddish movie. I didn't think it was going to be all that funny. I found myself laughing throughout almost the whole entire film. I really enjoyed it. So if you want to go see a movie for humor, and if your kids want to see it, I would definitely go see it, at least even just for humor, because I was laughing. As far as action and adventure CGI goes, you know, the CGI wasn't bad. It wasn't like amazing either. I mean, it had its moments where like you could tell throughout the whole movie that the
Roger Rabbit kind of feel.
Yeah, the Smurfs were definitely fake. You could tell it wasn't that big a deal. The action, there was some action. I mean, Gargamel's a wizard, so he was like doing some stuff with like his wand and stuff, and you saw lightning and stuff being maybe kind of blown up in a small portion. So it was kind of actiony, but not really that strong in action. Originality, it kind of had that feel of like Alvin and the Chipmunks and Yogi Bear, but I thought it was a lot better and a lot funnier. Like those two movies, I kind of liked them, but I thought those could have been better. I thought the Smurfs was kind of perfect in its own little way.
Cool.
I would say go see it if your kids will probably really enjoy it. I had a bunch of 20 8 to 10 year olds sitting right behind me, and they're all enjoying it from what I heard. So, and if there's any adult fans that like the Smurfs, go see it too. I'll give it about a 3.5, mainly just because it's so stinking funny. And, like, it seemed like it would be like the cartoon, too.
Cool.
Like, they kept the personalities of the cartoon in there.
So we have a very wide variety of movies this weekend. All are in the medium range on the scoreboard here, but we have kind of
your action, your love, and your kid movie.
So which movie is right for you? Maybe like Bailey was saying, send your boyfriend to Cowboys and Aliens and go watch Crazy Stupid Love and
send your kids to the Smurfs.
Yep, there you go, Smurf it up.
Brothers and sisters, something like that. So, well, that is Cinematics for this week. Tune back in next Friday around noon for
Rise of the Planet of the Apes and The Change Up.
So, that's all for tonight. I hope y'all have a great weekend.
Thanks for stopping by.
Enjoy your movie.
Abs!